Alright. Good morning. I am currently checking where I can go. Right. I haven't played in a while because I was focusing on finishing Blasphemous. This is poison water if I recall correctly, so I either need more health or poison. But yeah, currently just checking where I can go. I can't go through those growths yet, I don't think. I think I could continue there, maybe. There are lasers here. The other option... So I can continue here. I may be able to find something there. Or I can go with the biological research facility. I think I'm gonna go over here first. And see if I can find anything there to the left. Right, since it's been a while, I've got an upgrade. I also kind of forgot what abilities I have. And apparently they can't hit me here. In a case... Wait, how did it work? It was up, jump, okay. Need to find myself the controls again. I think I probably honestly should just only play one Metroidvania at a time. The plus side, I am really tanky for this area apparently. Lovely. That was the heal. Yeah, Blasphemous is finished. I'm gonna try and finish in the Magnolia here. And after I've done so, I'm probably gonna play Hollow Knight. Or Inaya of the Gods, or something else. I'll see. Or Grime, that I actually also wanted to play, or Salt and Sanctuary, which I don't know if I want to play a lot. Up I go. It is literally just a vertical shaft. Oh yeah, I restore health after a while, don't I? I need to check my relics. What are my relics? Currently equipped. XP, reduces cooldown, 4 HP, slight increases. Chance of obtaining something useful upon defeating enemies. I think this is what I just got the healing from. I see an item. To the left. And then down. Actually, call that back. At the skirter, okay. However, I can probably just do this. Which makes crashing through the floor actually a lot easier. Because I don't have to guess where I need to be. About mid. Okay, I did hit. That is not sufficient. And you don't go high enough. To the right of that first one, I need to jump up. About here. Wonderful. A magic vial for more relics. Perfect. Oh, well, more relic points, rather. Well, that kind of blows. Ha. Here, and then just up. Oh, wait. And from here, just up. Perfect. And then this is... I think this is probably just a different way of getting there. Without having to go through all of the enemies. Well, and then there are enemies. Ow. Half golden chair. Ooh, that looks like a treasure chamber. Not really anything in it though. And here we have a growth on the right side which I can't go through yet. Then there could be something up there. But I think that, yeah, the biological research facility is probably gonna be my next stop. Yeah, I just realized, do they have homunculus heads? They have homunculus heads on spears over there, what the fuck? Back to weird... I don't know. If I had the option, the ability to create life, I don't know if Sex Dolls was my first move. Grab this. That should be that room. A charmed fragment. No, the room is not actually finished yet. What am I... That needs to be a hidden wall then. But not there. That is the exit out. That here. Another charm fragment, and that's this room. Perfect. Declan's estate is not entirely finished, though. At least not officially, but I don't really see where it would be, because all of the rooms are done. Right. Regardless, I think I'm gonna move on to the research facility. Declan's estate. I guess there's probably like some other area, some other entrance somewhere. Because I wouldn't see... There is also no area change here. It's an incomplete area, yeah. But this is why I find this map very nice. It tells you exactly where you still have to find things. Which, I don't know, may go against like Metroidvania purists. Metroidvania purists might not be for that, but I like it. Makes it easier. She actually does make this a whole lot easier. I wasn't too impressed by her abilities, but I feel like she actually just is really good. Especially against enemies that you can't really get close to. Ah, fuck, I forgot my alarm. So this is the time I would usually wake up. Or like start working. But for some reason I woke up at 6:30 today, like 2 hours ago. And I do not know why. Probably the birds outside. I honestly kind of want the bullet hell version. Like her second ability. Where are you going? And I want her second ability because it feels like that has more range. Even though it probably loses its piercing ability. It's sheet piercing. Owl. Owl is great. Alright. Research facility. What a familiar feeling. Did I live here with Lilia? The fact that you can also just directionally control where she goes is great. Alright. First room. How high do you go? That's a bird. That's just straight up a bird. What the fuck? I don't know what I expected from a biological research facility. But yeah, that kind of checks out now I think about it. They remind me of... There was a type of enemy... Apparently it's pollen. There was a type of enemy in the... What was it? The forest. Okay, this is a way down. In the magical forest with the magical beasts. That also threw pollen at me. And kind of reminds me of that. They also have a self-explode. Self-destruction mode. But they can't self-destruct if they explode if you kill them beforehand. That's a variation of the laser-eyed guys. But I feel like not as annoying as the laser eyes. Okay, you have an annoying attack. Well, being able to just hit people through walls, really good ability. This ability is generally really good now. The more I use it, the more I like it. Okay, that's a dome, and I can't walk on the outside. Oh, it hit perfectly. Wonderful. Oh shit, enemies don't respawn if I leave the area. These definitely feel like experiments. Like some of the other homunculus we have seen felt like completed models. These feel like prototypes. What can we find on the left side? Probably more prototypes. And a little item. Scrap. Oh. Those were around in the subterranean research facility as well. And in the final disposal site. There was an enemy further to the right. I don't know if he guarded anything, but I'm gonna check. No. Answer is no, he didn't. The music weirdly fits. Alright, so... that's either a new type of enemy or a human. Right, I need to come in from the left, which I can't currently. Meaning I have to come in from, like, somewhere below, and then I can open a door, which in turn would allow me to go further down. That's a respite. He just killed himself. Is there a hidden door on the right? Maybe. Okay, no. Don't look like it. This is... below there. And then I think the middle section I'll probably only be able to... access via the upper one. Nope, I can go up here. No hidden walls. They actually look more like failures than experiments, now I think about it. Oh, you can switch direction without switching heading. That's kind of annoying, actually. Subject, Caladrius. Fusion with avian species during cultivation stage. Successful. Mental state is clouded and unstable. The durability of the enhanced body remains an unresolved issue. From highly dependent on mental state. Based upon findings from blighted fusion with avian species in a foreign nation. Oh. Was that how they made the bird homunculus? So... in Ender Lilies, there is actually a Blighted, the foreign merchant, which is also bonded with a bird. Kind of makes me think of him. Though, these guys definitely look very much different from him. Okay, I need to go up to go down. Don't see any hidden rooms here. They kind of also do the hidden rooms rather nicely, where if you pay attention, the walls actually do look different. Okay, this is where I go from the dome, from the outside of the dome. Is this poisonous water? No. It actually isn't. Well, that's gonna be here. Level up. You just only stop at a wall. Okay, but easily parable. Let me actually just uppercut you. I need more scrap. Elevator? Elevator. I should probably go and have a save. Some materials. I can see there's an exit above me, but I need the elevator for that. Then there are some more other alcoves. Right, before I do anything, go have a rest. But yeah, woke up exceedingly early today. Like about 2.5 hours earlier than I usually would, especially on holiday. On vacation, rather, actually. So I decided, oh, why not start earlier? I have a respite, enhance abilities. I can enhance the hail dance. Right, I can enhance those. I don't see why I shouldn't. You need an origin gem core. Magic amplifier for the hail dance. That's actually, I just unlocked it, didn't I? What do you need? Administrator's amplifier and highest grade parts. I can enhance you with the origin gem core, but I don't think I want to, not yet. Velnost and Velgrund. Alright. So, I think I just go to the left now. Oh, they have upgraded this model. Heavily spiced it up. And he just exploded on me. Alright, this is further down the shaft. I have a feeling that the boss is gonna be down there. Oh yeah, uppercut. I forgot. I can't just do that. Right, further to the left. Oh, you do the lasers though. And we have a little rat colony. She is actually incredibly useful. The final weapon of the final, the ultimate weapon of the final war. What is it? There is another shaft. Here I need to come in from the right. Oh, another respite. Right, I'm gonna go AFK for a second. Alright, the tuner who helped, Jorvan, is he the avian they were talking about? Sorry for going AFK, basically like half a minute in. Something's been hanging up me. The biological research facility. You were here once too, weren't you? Yeah. After I broke out of this place, you tuned in to help me get back on my feet in Old City was Lilia. Then, after I came to my senses when you tuned me, I saw your face overlapped with hers. I couldn't remember at the time, but it's coming back to me now. Lilia spent a lot of time in Old City. She backed her town folks at the Magnolia, trying to do whatever she could do for both. Even after all the other tuners ran to the center of Sarum, she stayed behind. The reason you chose to welcome in Old City is because Lilia was one. And now everyone trusts you as well. I don't think I can live up to Lilia, you do not know her. I can't do anything for those homunculi with the nerd chorus, even if I did manage to help all of you. And yet, that doesn't stop here. You're still doing whatever you can, getting your hands dirty for both homunculi and humans. Give yourself a little more credit. I just realized, do you have an open stomach? Thanks, Jovan. I also do kind of appreciate Frost Purified Organism Replication Experiment Report Suspended Status Discarded. I do appreciate that they have made both humanoid and very much not humanoid designs for the homunculi. Hey, that's sweep attack. I cannot go through there. I very much so assume I'm getting an upgrade here today. I think that triggered my... Oh, you hit hard. Your ranged attack is very easy to parry, but melee you hit hard. Oh, I forgot. She can heal me, can't she? Well, you just die. For I can hit through walls and you cannot. Wonderful. I'm really scared of Mimic in this area, I'm gonna be honest. Really feels like a Mimic area. Alright, back to the right. I don't want to die, I don't want to die. You are a human. If the barrier disappears, I wouldn't know of the suffering the Blighted Rain brings. I don't think he is human anymore. The Blighted Rain does indeed just straight up kill people. Okay, that's just a shortcut back up. So I don't have to go through this entire area. Here I need to come in from the right, which I could technically go ahead and do. No, can I? Stupid rats. Oh, he has arms, so he has the melee attacks. Okay, I cannot come in from the right, I have to come in from below. Well, I am once again in an area where everything hurts me. I already miss being in an area where I can just walk through fire. Right, I think it's currently not fully explored. I thought I parried that. Have a heal. Yeah, dodging them is probably just easier. She is doing work. Right, so this is where I go when from the start I go left instead of up. And there is also the option of coming here from the respite above. Alright, this room is explored. Yeah, that's the respite above. God damn it. Up. Just gonna ignore those. Oh yeah, I have a dog. Which doesn't feel all that much faster. Oh. Guess I have to come in from below. Have arrest. Where do I go? I can go down. I can go further up. I think I'll go down first. First test subject to a tuner. Did they make an artificial a tuner? Test subjects are requested move to next room when the lights turn on. Lilia's diary. Will there be another experiment today? While the process has been trying, watching Lilac grow has become my secret joy. For a child, Lilac has been taking to the ways of an tuner remarkably quickly. Good, that's what you need to survive. Is this how a mother would feel raising a child? Or an older sister, perhaps? All I can say for certain is that Lilac brings a smile to my face like no one else can. I hope we can greet tomorrow out together again. So, experiments in the right room. Let's see this experiment. You have the scythe and the mask of Nola. However, you only have really one attack combination. Okay, you have two. Okay, yeah, not too difficult. Aggressor. Yeah, she definitely looks a lot like Nola. It's homunculus. It looks like me. As do all the others in the back. Didn't work. There's a rune on here I've never seen before. Mock battle count 1202. Result victory 780. Well done. Mock battle preparations complete. Rebooting. Put it to sleep. Well done. I hope I was service. Thank you very much. I just put it down. Was that the right thing to do? But the mind forgets, the body does not. I was born here and spent most of my life in mock training. I'm unclearly created for the sole purpose of my training. It is just as well that I have no recollection of such painful memories, but I will honor their existence through my own. Become part of me and live on. And I find it cool. Components can be used to unlock and enhance knowledge abilities. Right. There's actually a bunch of them. Okay, I cannot come in through the right. Sorry I couldn't save you. It's a bit weird question, like, if you take for example, she was basically just created as a training dummy. In that case, can you save someone from that? And if so, what would they do afterwards? Like, their existence is basically fulfilled. It's like the orcs, if you take combat away from them. Lilia Frost, test subject records. That's right, I used to be here with Lilia before we woke up in the lower stratum. I remember having the homunculi for company. Things weren't so bad. I feel like things went bad. And then the transport capsule. I remember being placed inside, so I could be sent down to the subterranean testing site. I was the only one that made it out. At the time, something was after Lilia, but it wasn't a homunculus. Lilia. Was it a blighted? Do we get to fight a blighted? I kind of want a strength comparison between the blighted and the homunculus. Because the... what was it called? The Lord of Blight? the final boss was a pretty beefy boy. The final boss in Ender Lilies was in fact a pretty beefy boy. Well, down. No, not that far. Pause. So going down, I think, was the correct decision. Oh yeah, I can go up there as well. Well, for now, I'm gonna go up here. And the Blighted were just virtually immortal. So, in time, the homunculus would probably lose. Given enough time, the homunculus will lose because the Blighted will just straight up not die. But it definitely feels like the... I'm only asking this because it definitely feels like the Blighted are a part of the lore here, because, well, the Reign of Death is part of the lore here. And the Reign of Death is what brings the Blighted. Land's End is also part of the lore here. I don't know if it plays at the same time, or if they play at different times, but in the same, like, universe. Ow. Have a heal. Another rap facility. Huh? Fuck you, rat. Okay, you do not pierce walls. Huh, parried. You do pierce walls. And I will absolutely just abuse that. I've used the absolute shit out of it. Probably not the most engaging gameplay, but hey, if it works, it works. The rat dealing 108 damage is actually kind of busted. Like, why the fuck are the rats dealing so much damage? I can go to the right. I think I'll go do that first. So there's one type of avian homunculus with the weird spore sac, and there is one type with... oh, that's another respite. There's one type with the tail and the hands. Admiration. Say, Louisiac, why do you dress so differently from all the other research homunculi at the biological research facility? She in the fact does. She still looks pretty human for a homunculus. I have an admiration for witches. Witches? Beyond the borders of this nation were sorcerers and witches, once capable of using a form of magic that has no connection to the magic of origin. They lived in a place called the Witch's Thicket. There they would conduct research into magic alongside their allies. That is a Witch Thicket, I believe, is an area in Ender Lilies. And they would soar through the sky, riding brooms without so much as a trace of magicite in them. It's quite remarkable. I found myself utterly captivated by some of the things I read in those books. I'd like to try flying on a broom someday too. Sounds fun, doesn't it? Someday I'll make a broom-shaped arcane instrument it can carry too and take you flying. Oh, this kind of looks like it can hold too, but I don't know, maybe it doesn't have enough lift. There is something hidden in this room. Okay, I just needed to explore. So, this probably goes to the right of here. Her ability is actually just busted. Like, fuck fighting people. Just throw her in like a life grenade and leave. Hello. Do I know you from somewhere? I can't remember. I haven't been myself lately. So here I now could go down. The right shaft. Which I could reach rather easily from this one. But first, down and left. Because that seems to be a, well, dead end. Well, no level up for me. I'm really lucky that these have a very very long reaction time. I have another heal. And yeah, it's just an item. Bunch of scrap. Okay. I could go to the left here. Which I think I'll actually do first. Because again, the shaft on the right definitely looks like it leads to... Actually, no. Let's go there first, because actually I think I already seen where it ends. Namely to the right of there. And I want to see if that room is complete. No, I need... Oh no, that's fine. I can go there. But works. Have a heal. Yeah, she is just absolutely busted. How do I get there? From below? Maybe. You just busted. Absolutely broken ability, that. What is to the right? He swim like a big old whale. Yeah, that's a problem. I don't want to be too close to him. This guard is absolutely busted. I see that she needs line of sight to work, but we have line of sight basically at all times, so it's not really a problem. You look like a relic. Crystallized fusion. Reduces damage taken from enemies by a percentage depending on the number of filled SP gauges. 1 gauge, 10%, 2 gauges, 15%. Another card is fused with junk of magicite, causing an uncanny reaction. The result of a fusion-related accident to the biological research facility. I think I need a second relic to get 2 SP gauges. I think I don't currently have 2. Alright, first open up the gate down here. And she is in the middle now, okay. I thought she may be gone, but no, she was just repositioned. I hope it's not a boss in water. Because he had one of those, and I don't think the water movement is all that conducive to actual fighting. Ah, this is... okay. I do kind of like the background music here. Feels very Mechanicus-y. Yeah. So I can go up here, and that is... I feel... could be a boss room. Oh, it's Gilroy. It's good. I was forced to return to the upper stratum, but I did not expect you would be able to pursue me all the way here. Look at you. How long do you think you continue to exist in a body so corrupted by the blight? Ignorant fools. My lord entrusted the homunculi to me. Sustaining the barrier that keeps this nation safe is a responsibility that takes a heavy toll, even on homunculus such as myself. Unless the blighted body is regularly replaced, the consciousness will be forever lost. If you intend to maintain the barrier over the land of fumes, something has to change. A frost with the blood of the priestess would possess the power to bear the burden. Abele believed this as well. When the rain of death fell upon his land, it claimed many a victim, the bulk of whom were of House Melius. Lord Cain Melius was among those we lost, and was there at the end, when he took his final breath. Lormelius feared you, who walked in the reign of death, unfettered. He would fear the world where the barrier would dissipate, leaving a blighted land where only the frosts would live on. And that was what I shall see to the eradication of the tuners by my own hands. No, to the eradication of all of House Frost. How petty do you need to be like, yeah, if I die, you die too? This is what I want. First to be the only survivors. Everyone don't do something very well. He is beyond reasoning as to what needs to be done. That's right. This is only fitting. Oh, I didn't see those. Okay, he hits hard. And quickly. I feel like I need a different loadout for that boy. But before I go there, I'm gonna explore the other areas of the biological research facility. Or the experimental... Is it the... Yeah, biological research facility. Get rid of him. Go up. They really hit pretty hard. Do they go in from below? This looks like it could be a secret passage. Yes! Alright, grab this. Ah, grimoire. Expand the craft resource offering to maximum extent. That tells me that I have found the maximum extent. This also tells me that there is a hidden wall somewhere in that area to my right. Pet the dog. And I feel... I have a feeling I already know where it might be. I have a feeling it's here. Maybe? Okay, it's not here. Where else could it be? It's probably not in those shafts, I'm gonna be honest. It is in those shafts. I honestly didn't think of that. I thought it wouldn't be in the shafts, so... because the shafts is rather long. And then I'll have to check for a loadout against Gilroy. I feel like... what is her name? Lorna. Ain't gonna be that useful for him if he just, like, jumps around everywhere. Oh. Why do these rats hit so hard? Ow. Okay, the enemies in this room I think are done. just need to hit the button. Those look just really decrepit. Yeah, I don't think we actually have to fight those. Well, he attacked. Oh, an origin gem core. But the guy up there doesn't do anything, so... Just gonna let him stay. Just gonna let him live his life. Yeah, they're just around. There is still something in this room. Ah, it's below, probably. Which, how do I get there? Oh, from here. So, yeah, Gilroy is the next thing to do. It's the Great Orb of Intellect! What a name for a place. That's what I'm gonna... I need to use that as a house, like for a house in just Pathfinder. Right, so get me a second relic slot. Reduces damage taken, reduces cooldown for abilities, reduces... I don't need you, so remove that. What do we take? Pressure abilities, aerial attack damage when attacking on the ground, damage dealt by attuner arts. I'm probably gonna try and parry attuner arts, maybe? Damage dealt by 25 and a lightning is afflicted. Increased damage dealt to enemies afflicted with status effect but for 15%. Maybe. Increase damage to stagger, increase damage dealt by 50% on HP, no by 20. Damage by increase break damage, intensity of status effect, yes. Inflicted on enemies by 20% when attacking. Speed gained while attacking increases by 20%, that sounds great. Okay. Damage taken from enemies by percentage depending on the number of filled SP gauges. But I don't think I have 2 SP gauges. Right. So I think that's gonna be my relic loadout. Abilities. I'm currently running this. I'm just gonna copy that. That is the sword, fist, then Lorna's ability. And finally, my boy, the Seeker. That is probably gonna be my exploration loadout. Boss fight against Gilroy. I probably want to stay at range. So I'm gonna take the tracer, the magic tracer here. Then for the Y ability, definitely the Burning Fist. I'm definitely gonna bring the Seeker. And then I think, as last ability... let's try the Icy Breath. Let's see what the... That is a bit too close range. I think I might actually take the fire one. That seems to have the most range. So the goal is gonna be to inflict him with status effects. And then hit him with range attacks. Skip. Boom. Grand Administrator. Guillory Administrator. Armed form. So what we fought earlier was actually not even the armed form. It was just his everyday, like, textures. Or textiles. Okay, that's phase number 2. I am already out of healing. Okay. His swords attack a bit faster. And I think I don't stay at range. You again. And what I might actually take for range is this guy. In which case, switch me that and the Seeker. Or do I switch the... I'm gonna try it this way, but now I think about it, I might actually want the gun on... I might want the gun on B, so I can hold it while parrying. Okay, phase 2 reached way faster. Ow. Have to have another heal. That actually was a lot easier than expected. Cut his arm off with a gun. No, after all this. Like you, I am a homunculus of House Milius. It is a bond that runs deep. Why then did you betray that bond? I was loyal to our house, was I not? You fool, it was you that betrayed us. You were tasked with infiltrating House Frost as an agent of Milius, but instead you let your emotions get the better of you. As for what came of your folly, you would rather not remember, would you? Apparently not. Trust no one. Those were the final words of our Lord. That is why I do not care for your words, nor those of this presumptuous whelp. If you wish to end House Milius, and at all, make your way to the Empyrean Parasol in the upper stratum. You shall have to summon every ounce of strength you can muster to destroy this core, for I shall not be deterred as the protector of this nation. And he left. Are you okay? He can just teleport? It appears these bloodstained hands have much to atone for. Let us be on our way to the upper stratum. And can we buff anybody here? Ah, here. A homuncular restoration device, like the one Gilroy had. It appears that it is meant to aid in the exploration of the lower stratum depths. A new variety of hope, high output arcane amplifier. I believe I may be able to equip this. Gurren must be stopped. It is the design of all Humilius homunculi share. Unless we stop him, the factory will continue mass producing homunculi. This cycle will never end. Allow me to help pave the way for us. Sure, let's do it. So he gets probably the ability to crush those walls, the doors in the walls, the cyber ones. Well, cling to a wall, hold RT and release. A continuous dash through the air across from wall one is clung to. New paths may be opened by dashing through breakable walls. Dashing into enemies, the ability to cause damage and destroy their parts. While clung to a wall, allows enter charge state. Releasing RT when fully charged will cause loss to dash continuously across the wall. Okay, so it's... I thought it would just destroy the doors you look at. But it's actually probably the most broken air dash I've ever seen. Okay, that was the wrong button. I wanted to say, okay, you're allowed to live, but I fucked up there. This feels like there's a hidden floor somewhere. Like this. Oh no, there's an area above. Okay. So now I need to be at about the height of the wall, of the destructible wall. Gilroy examination records about Gilroy. Regular replacement of parts and equipment has succeeded in temporarily delaying the effects of blood corruption. A link to the magic of origin, necessary maintenance of the barrier, puts a strain on the subject and affects blight advancement. Note, core in inert, untunable state. Astoundingly, subject maintains consciousness, but condition is designated critical. Only this guy. The other two can live. Yep, the other two can live. That's fine. Okay. There's swift flight, which, if I see that correctly, I kind of have to do from like over here. This one I have to do from there. Before I continue down here to probably the next area, I will just yeah. I'm probably gonna have to do that from like here. That's actually kind of a neat ability, just flying through multiple screens. Echo device. Increase damage dealt by primary abilities by 15%. An arcane instrument that was in development at the Biological Research Facility. Work on it was halted while it was still in the prototype phase. Originally intended to augment the tuner's capabilities, House Melia ceased further development following a dispute with House Frost. Alright. There's an area to the right that I apparently completely forgot to check out. I should get my loadout back. Loadout back when I next rest. So to the right, where do we go? Also get me my Seeker back out. Not sure why I put that away. The gun is pretty broken. Who's calling? Okay, 1 second. Alright, my tax accountant just called. Had some questions open for the tax, which I do appreciate being done. Do appreciate not having to do myself. Okay, that's kind of funny. That it slides on. Okay, there is a button there. Right. So what I'm gonna do now is check all of my areas. The Frosted Estate ruins are also not yet done. Oh, I can continue on here now. Can go through the roof now. Yeah, so she needs me to pay something today, which means I need to probably go in later. I forgot to switch my loadout. Let's just go ahead and do that. Equip relics. Increase the damage up by primaries. Yeah, that's probably not gonna happen. Enhance. You can upgrade your sword more. Max it out. Enhance abilities. What else can I enhance? One of these are the Gem Core, of which I now have 2. You know what? You were useful. At least a little bit. Abilities, back to loadout 1. So that means, actually I wanted to stream until like shortly before 1, but now I'd have to stop shortly before 12. Like 11:30 maybe. Here, scrap. Okay, the Frosted Estate ruins are now done. Let's start with subterranean testing. You're done. Lower stratum is done. Old City Market, Old City Stratum, Matchsite Mine, Subterranean Waterway, Tilted Steeple, Crimson Forest, Final Disposal Site, Crystalline Rome, Central Storm Steel District. There's still stuff to be doing. Because of that up there, right. Let's go ahead and do that then. Okay, we now actually have a 5-hit combo, which is very much appreciated. Was it Riot Games who made like a little research into how many hits you should have in a combo? I think someone made a little like study into that, and they said that 3-hit combos apparently are the most popular one. Okay, who calls now? Again. Tax account again. Apparently forgot something. Stupid drone. Ah, well. Alright, up I go. I'm still glad that someone else is doing my taxes for me, because honestly I could not be bothered. I would probably forget most of it. Where do I need to be? Here. I'm actually surprised that they only deal like 94 damage. And get completely obliterated by just being looked at. Alright. Grab you. Perfect. There were... yeah. This probably should... at this point I should probably just kill them with the sword. Wonderful stuff. How about we don't do that though? Up. I do like this combo. Okay, this is the entire room done. Another respite. Didn't actually expect that, yeah? Oh, this goes to the upper stratum, it feels like. I don't have the key. Frost Lord's marking something else. Where do I get that though? Darklands Estate, still not finished, but again, I don't see where I would continue. There. I would continue there. There's just an entire room I haven't looked at. This music does sound rather sinister. Fitting. And now we're done. It's just an empty room. Okay, Darklands Estate is done. Sorcerer's Academy is done. Arcane Factory is not yet done. We do have something to continue there. Fuck your shield. Where actually do I need to stand? To go through here. There. I hope there's no wall in the way. Scrap. Special alloy core. Ooh, very nice. And then here, which I easiest probably go from there. Well. Okay, that was stupid. I think I just go there and then jump up. That is probably the better option. Okay, that's fine. And now, up. That looks a lot nicer. What's this? Documents on the Empyrean Parasol. By drawing magic from the land of origin, the Empyrean Parasol is capable of emitting an unceasing magic barrier. Precipitation, particles that fall from the barrier serve as fuel for all homunculi, allowing them to operate without the need for magicite as a power source. Continuous operation of the barrier requires the presence of Cain Milius, or a homunculus replica of him. Gilroy has been tasked with this duty at present, but a successor must be ready in anticipation of blight deterioration. It's about the barrier. The Imperium Parasol was constructed aboard of the Ring of Death. The barrier draws its magic from the land of origin. It looks like there's a key inside. Milius Lord's Merc, a piece of the key that grants entry to the upper stratum. Okay, that is probably what I need. Was made prior to the rivalry between Milius and the Frosts. It allowed its bearers passage to the upper stratum in secrecy. If we put the two halves of the key together, we should be able to gain entry to the upper stratum. I believe this room was used by Cain, Lord of Hosts Milius himself. That's why it looks so nice. Is something the matter? No, nothing. I was merely thinking. Alright, Arcane Factory is done. Biological Research Factory. Here I can go to the left. Frost Estate Ruins, Central Stratum, Central City. Yeah, that. Go here. Let's actually see what we can build. Actually, we can go to that later. What we do now, or for now, let's go up here. What are you talking about? Declan, is true still long enough? Yet the Aranita built to watch homunculi fight each other. What kind of person does that? I thought he might be young or dead, but we could always survive. Well, he didn't survive me. Oh, but he didn't survive number 7 rather. An Origin Gem Core, very nice. Then I can go and upgrade. What do I upgrade? You can't be upgraded. Reduce required slots from 9 to 8. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. I'm gonna upgrade you. I'm gonna upgrade the mask because that one I kind of like to use if I anticipate to parry a lot. And I'm just gonna upgrade from the top. Primary abilities by 20%, that's really not a bad. Okay, you got anything to say, Near? About the chief unit? Ah, she tells him about it. Yeah, he's dead. Well, like, Lydia, huh? Never knew her, but it sounds like she's been through a lot. I didn't know about any of this stuff, and now all I've got left are regrets. Yeah, he's kind of that. It's one scary customer. I went to him myself as quickly as I could. Ah, good right. What can I buy? I can buy a lot of things, and I probably don't have enough money for it. Right. This is various totems. Enhancement gear. ABA activation time and enhanced damage of the active actions of Garm, Hati, Motley, and Lars. That's kinda neat. Components can be used to enhance abilities. I don't even know if I need 9 of those. Just gonna buy as many as I can. A totem. Right. When knowledge below 15%, one time use between respites. No passive effect, but increase number of healing water covered by 2. That's damage is taken as speed gauge increases. Creates with LB and increases attack and defense for a set period. I think I don't take either of those. Impact. A momentary nullifying attack correctly counteract in form of shockwave will follow. Stats but doesn't grant any additional. While it offers 5% HP is regained when timed correctly. I wonder if that is increased by the mask. Spire Bangle, Soul Bangle. That's probably good on the left hand. I'm gonna need so many materials to buy all of this stuff. Equipment. Get me the Soul Bang. Actually... yeah, Abelius Bracelet is probably just better. Though Abelius Bracelet doesn't give me that much defense. The Rune of a Sun, like the Engineering Responsibility grants some strength to overcome hardship. Yeah, that's just better. This one lowers my health and attack, but massively increases my death. What do we have? Increases pH by 4% every 2 seconds. That's the fire retaliation. SP gauge. And shockwave. Yeah, it's fine. Equip relics. Enhancement gear. That's probably kinda nice to have. I still don't know what Lilac's weight does. I think it's probably for jumping. This does sound more appropriate than highest grade parts. Upgrade. Upgrade the Rocket Fist as well. Upgrade the Screech, even though I don't really use it currently. I'm kind of already set in what I use. Urgent Gem Core. Highest grade parts. Highest grade parts. Flaming Feather. Highest grade parts, that's the Wave Pulse. And it's just upgraded to maximum immediately, okay. Thunderflower. The Frost. And the Blast Volley. So that was, I believe, all of them that I could use. All of these require Administrator's Amplifier. And this one needs the Origin Gem Core, which is the last Origin Gem Core I need. So you can actually probably upgrade everything to maximum. That's kinda nice. Okay. And next stop. Here. And off I go. Bang, bang. Just get some scrap on the way, why not? Wonderful stuff. Magic Vial. I should probably try the wave thing. Biological research facility, right. That I opened from the right, which is probably from the upper stratum. Land of origin. I probably still can't go through those poison tunnel. I don't think so, at least. So the only other path forward now is here. To the upper stratum. Equip me. The other learner ability. It feels like a very similar ability, but with a little bit more range, but not as much up and below. Number 7, Lido. At last, that means to the upper stratum. I'm kind of nervous. Come up number 14, please wait. Our friends from the arena tower, what are you doing here, friends? You could really make your way up to the upper stratum. Well, we've been looking for a way up there ourselves, you wish to hope. The upper stratum is likely the most heavily guarded place in the entire nation. I shall scout out to find us path. The time for games is over, prevail they're trying. We are built and honed for combat, it is our time now. Let us meet in the upper stratum. Kind of doubt they survive. Because I feel like they probably have a lot more power up here. Hidden room somewhere? Or is, no, there's just something below. Okay. Unnervingly quiet. Where is everyone? Probably blighted, I'd have to guess. Just gonna pick it up. Upper stratum communication device. Administrative district lockdown notice. As the reign of death continues to cause severe harm to the upper stratum, survivors are advised to seek shelter at the control tower or the similarly secure locations and await rations. During this patient period of lockdown, residents are prohibited from leaving the upper stratum. Residents that have been affected by the blight will be quarantined to the lower, central and lower stratums, the upper stratum guard. It has a minimum range. That makes it a little bit harder to use. Holy shit. He's just going for it. Okay, these enemies are... they're more tanky, but they're the same as previously. Yeah. Having a minimum range definitely makes her harder to use in this form. Nothing. And this guy's kind of hard to parry. But Lorna can basically still just stand there and do damage. Like a life grenade without anything to worry about. I will switch back to the first Lorna ability. I do not like that I can miss. It hits multiple times though, I think the damage is basically the same. It hits in 2 the bursts of 72 instead of 1 burst of like 150. I don't have any more hints, okay. Yeah, the damage is probably about the same. You have an axe, and I do not like the look of it. Okay, not that difficult actually. Ooh, flowers. That looks kind of like an opera house. Well. Unfortunately for you, you kind of have like a limited arc of fire. Take out the healing droid. Take out the healing droid again. Ow. Holy shit, it works. That's actually hilarious. The amount of broken this character is the amount of broken that Lorna is actually insane. It's like, yeah, fuck you, Lorna, upon you. Completely busted, holy shit. This area looks actually rather nice. Maybe a bit much marble. Maybe a bit too white and shiny. This looks like it was made for you. Could these have been your quarters? Do you remember anything? I don't remember this room being here before. I've never even seen Yoda during my time here. I see. I wonder whose room it was then. Unidentified transformer. I kind of would like a respite. Well, respite it is. Back to the one before. Back to the rain. Yeah, give me the shield piercing one again. That I don't have to aim. Just in the approximate like area of the enemy. That's fine. You know what? I'm just gonna skip this area. If I can. Oh, unfortunate. Whee! He actually just stops. Oh, that doesn't look nice. Hidden room. I'll take that. Learn up on you. Completely broken, holy shit. Bury that there. Pick that up. Administrator's amplifier. Wonderful. I don't think I've ever seen one of these before. So next time I do, I'm gonna just read its description. So this is basically just a shortcut. I honestly preferred those that were just shooting straight at me. Because they died a lot easier because I could just parry them repeatedly. This up there also leads to the main area though. Okay, the fish kind of hurt more than I expected. Didn't expect to die to fish, I'm gonna be honest. Alright, next attempt. Right. Upper stratum. Just skip this entire room again. Now here... Is there another hidden room? Doesn't look like it. I kind of feel like going up and then down is easier than going through this thing. Especially since I basically just can ignore all of the enemies. Like, these guys don't chase me. The bullets do though, so maybe I can't ignore them. The X guy isn't actually that dangerous, I don't think. The attack I've seen was... That hurt! Holy shit. The attack from the X guy I've seen kind of feels easy to parry. I didn't expect to have this much issues. I can actually cancel this by jumping. That makes maneuverability with it probably easier. Well, Lorna upon you. Yeah, his attacks are kind of predictable. And then we just have the same setup on the other side, okay. Just absolutely busted. To a ridiculous degree. Oh, okay, so sometimes I just get a heal. From probably the golden statue. Which is honestly very nice. Okay, the fish still hurt. The fish hurt pretty bad. Should have just swam at me. Evacuation routes away, please. Hurry. Okay, so they tried to evacuate, but I feel like that probably didn't pan out as they intended. I don't know if I need the dash for that. Now that I think about it, I don't know why I don't have the dash with me. Oh, I can just do that. That works as well. Components that can be used to unlock and enhance abilities. The top-of-the-line amplifier developed using the most advanced Magnolia technology. Its ability to conduct magic far exceeds that of other amplifiers. Already just sneezing a whole lot again today. Actually, just go near me. Fuck these fish, holy shit. Okay, that's an entrance to something. I haven't seen a single rest spot yet. And that is locked. Okay. I know what I have to do, and I do not like it. Oh, they just leave after a while. Now look at it. These actually look like they would be part of some kind of police force. Like a single respite, please. Presently closed. State of emergency. Remain indoors in the rain. So this is an area change. Probably upstairs. Why does it put me there? Could actually just go over here. I'm gonna check that. Yeah, biological research facility. Increases tiers. Increases damage dealt to enemies by percentage depending on the number of filled SP gauges. One gauge. Okay. I still only have one SP gauge, so... Just open that door. Return. Are there like any respites in this area? I can just use her to heal, I guess. Well, he slapped me. Also, my can is empty. I'm honestly surprised at the lack of respites, because until now, it felt like they have just maybe even too many. Still absolutely busted. Okay, I should not dash through that because it just hurts way too much. And I missed. Skip. Is there a respite in here, maybe? Also, I forgot my owl. Okay, does not look like a respite. That is locked. Oh, a wizard. Ow. Them's actually just big boys in this area. That looks rather regal. There's something hidden here, okay. Or it's the room above, that could also be the case. Oh, why is it taking me here? Oh, because I don't have any fast travel options here yet, that's why. Okay. I need to jump there from the other side, which means I'm gonna have to go and fight myself through that again. Ow. Go ahead, Lorna, kill him. I think this is where I need to start from. No. Like this. Charge! You're allowed to come. You're allowed to attack me. Okay. It's also fine. And materials. Good amount, but I don't think I'll have a lack on materials in this. Well, I don't think I'll ever have enough materials to buy everything I want to buy. This ability is so fucking broken. Like, what the fuck? So I can go to the right, I can go up there, I still have stuff to do there, which there is an item. I know how I get there, but I really don't look forward to doing that. So in here I go. What is there to the left? Yep, she is dead. So number one of the combat bots died. Apparently not as easy to counter as I thought it would be. I would have loved to have been Bane. Yeah, I've kind of expected them to die. But apparently she took someone with them. Like, I can't use any combat ability except Lorna. And Lorna does just completely obliterate that enemy by herself. While I'm just Spider-Manning around. Another administrative amplifier. Kind of makes sense that we find all of them here. And you know, the administrator's area. Okay. I forgot you just go and hit. Alright, I'm just gonna go have a heal. And then I think I just can skip this area again. Calculate it. Right, so there is somewhere I can go, but I feel like this really looks like it's the next area over. Failed the parry. Thankfully I can also just dodge. Just have a quick heal before we fill DSP gauge again. Lovely stuff. I keep forgetting that every kill I make, every enemy I kill is just a heal. Alright, I know what I have to do here, and I'm not looking forward to doing it. Ah, fuck, I failed. Let's actually just get you. Holy shit. That had more range and more damage than I expected it to. But I basically need to run through Hearty, to run with Hearty through the entire area. So I can hit the growth at the other end. And because it's not one of these cybernetic growths, I think that Jack here doesn't actually do anything. Well, I wanted to let you live, but apparently we're not doing that today. It's actually kind of a fun movement ability. How is this so broken? How did this get through testing? quick heal. I don't think she heals as much as one of the healing pots, but the healing pots are kind of limited. Have another quick heal. Alright then. Onward. Try that again. Okay, I cannot stop moving. Oh well, it's open, that's fine. That's good enough. That was really stupid. I don't think I can actually hang off of that ledge. On that wall. Because I think the ledge is in the way. I'm also apparently too stupid to jump. Another administrative amplifier. And then we can open here. If we wanted to go back, but I don't think I do. And then I think I go through this door up here first. No, I've already been there. Okay, I go through the other door. And then there is, right, that's the end, that's the exit to the, through here. Oh yeah, that room over there is where I got absolutely slapped. Oh, another wizard. A respite? Nope. Oh, you swing behind yourself. And you deal damage. Ah, I could have opened the door. Kind of feels like they just intentionally don't have any respites in there. I should have just used him. That was unnecessary damage I took. Should have just gone above, as the other times. Oh, fuck. Okay. I think these guys telegraph their attacks pretty heavily, so I should learn how to parry them. I've been up there. Could continue over here, but no, I can't because there's 11 in the way. Which I think I have to go through there for, but first I want to see what's on the left. So I can just cross that off as done. Honestly, I think I'm better off just slapping them instead of trying to parry. Well, not quite in range. I can upgrade Nola now I think about it, can't I? Actually, give me a heal. I forgot I have those. Parrying these fish. I think I need to parry a lot earlier than I think I need to. Absolutely busted still. Now I can just go through down here. Well, perfect. Okay, be careful not to fall into the electricity floor. And this is where I need to go up, so ignore this guy. I think first I'll go to the right. Ow. No. Ah shit, he sets me on fire. Meaning I am out of heals. Yeah, just dodging back and then moving back in. Just dodging and then moving back in is probably the smarter move against these guys. Healbot cannot completely heal against lowness damage. That is another... Ooh, healing flower. That's another elevator upwards. I think I first want to see what's on this floor, basically. How is a single ability this busted in the game? Holy shit. I'm actually gonna just have a heal. Fuck! Okay, at least I now have an easier path to here. So I'll take this as a win. Okay. Gonna have to stop soon anyway. Yeah, I think I'll just stop because I have to go pay my tax accountant. But at least I didn't have to do it myself. Right. As such, I forgot I can enhance. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And then for transformer, increases combo speed. I'm still not sure about the axe. It still feels a bit slow. Piercing beam. Whirlwind. Hail dance. Light show. I'm pretty sure this doesn't pierce walls. Don't have the necessary components. Yeah, but again, I have this set of abilities I use. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop for now. I hope you have a nice evening. I hope you have a nice, well, nice afternoon. It's not even midday yet. So yeah, hope you have a nice midday, have a nice afternoon, hope you have a nice evening later on, and I hope you have a nice weekend. Goodbye.